is the council's
What
pleasure.
what are the other options if we are forced to tell Mr. Suri that we don't wish to be in a partnership of sorts with him any longer? What are we faced with then?
That would probably be a better question for the attorney.
Okay.
A series of notices and correspondence would be drafted and sent out that would deal with each one of the various documents that have been signed by the city, and instructing the developer with essentially a demand that certain items need to be accomplished by a certain time, and if they're not, that would be deemed to be a default. And those letters would need to go out then very promptly after the council's decision if they were to proceed in that manner.
That was the same kind of deadline we gave them for tonight.
Well, the demand for tonight was to have a conditional letter of financing in front of you so that it would indicate the maximum amount that would be required by the city by way of a subsidy in order to get bank financing, so that you could do your but-for analysis. The demand letters I'm talking about are the demand letters of a nature that would put finality on things, and that the agreements and documents would end, and the relationship would end, and people would proceed according to their own rights and responsibilities under the documents that have been signed. We're certainly prepared to do that if that's the council's direction. We're also prepared to enter into discussions to create new documents that would accurately reflect what is in front of the council by way of the proposals. So the contingencies, to answer Councilman Bunke's questions, we would put demand letters out based upon the current arrangements that are in place, and require certain items to be accomplished within certain periods of time. And if they're not, then the documents would be defaulted upon, and the parties would be forced to then pursue their own rights and responsibilities.
Mr. Sarvey, is it reasonable to expect that that between yourself, Mr. Suri, and City Legal, that new contracts could be drafted and certain terms renegotiated by the 9th?
No. I don't believe so. And frankly, if the terms change dramatically, it's going to require another review from the bank. The 23rd would be, I think, would probably be pushing as well. It's a very, very complex deal, as you all know. Even if we simplified it and brought it through proper channels back to you, Terry would probably know more than I, but I can't imagine that would be before early June. And that's if everybody's in total agreement as we move forward. But that would certainly give us a chance to take another swing at it and see if we can make a better plan for everybody. It doesn't necessarily close the door on him or his project, and we still have the issue of the community center to deal with. And then again, he may say if there's no council decision at this point, or if you're not willing to continue the hearing to the 9th or the 23rd, you may not want to continue either. But that's his choice.
The expense to the city to wait until May 23rd would be publishing notice of hearing one more time. That's really the only thing you'd be out. And if he didn't show up with what you needed on the 23rd, then you could deal then, right?
Or we could shoot for the first meeting in June to get us even more time.
move